Hi writers, today for session 17 we're thinking about every character plays a role. Think about the role that your parents play in your lives. Can you describe it for me? You probably thought of things like your parents take care of you, your parents provide food for you, they provide a home or a shelter, they take you to the places that that you need to go, they take you to do fun things or do things that bond you together as a family. Just like your parents have a role, characters also have a role in stories. They have a designed purpose. It is up to the writer to bring out that purpose. Our goal for today's lesson is for you to learn that each character in a story has a role to play. I want to teach you how to bring out that role in your writing. When we think about the story 11 that we've been looking at the last few days, we want to think about Mrs. Price. How would you describe her role? So we know that she was the teacher. We know that she had Rachel put on the red sweater, right? She doesn't just give her the sweater, but she actually makes her put it on. It's almost like Mrs. Price is aggressive, almost mean. Listen to these lines from the book. "Whose is this?" Mrs. Price says, and she holds the red sweater up in the air for all the class to see. "Whose? It's been sitting in the coat room for a month." "Not mine," says everybody. "Not me. It has to belong to somebody," Mrs. Price keeps saying, but nobody can remember. So here it really feels like Cisneros has showed that Mrs. Price is aggressive. She's mean. What effect do you think that has on Rachel? Do you kind of think about when Mrs. Price says her words really loud that it almost makes Rachel seem quieter? Listen to these words that Rachel says. "Today I wish I was 102 instead of 11, because if I was 102, I'd have known what to say when Mrs. Price put the red sweater on my desk. I would know how to tell her it wasn't mine, instead of just sitting there with that look on my face and nothing coming out of my mouth." Here's a few more of her words. "I wish I was anything but 11, because I want today to be far away already, far away like a runaway balloon, like a tiny O in the sky, so tiny, tiny, you have to close your eyes to see it." So again, Mrs. Price is mean and just kind of forceful in making Rachel put on that sweater, and Rachel just kind of wishes she could fly away. Make sure that when you're writing your story always has characters, but make sure that they play a role in the overall meaning. Okay, these are the things we've been working on the last few days: slowing down this problem and stretching out the tension, capturing the exact actions and images that lead to an emotional response, and today we're making sure our secondary characters play a role. Guys, nobody wants to read a story where you're listing you and 16 other people that came to your party. Okay, they only want to read about things that are meaningful. So sometimes you have to leave some of the details out and really just focus on those characters that play a role in the story. So really think about that. Sometimes revising is taking things out. It's not always adding things in. So really look at your characters in your story and make sure that they're playing a role. If not, you want to adjust that or change that today. Here's your activity. You're going to discuss with your partner who are some of the characters in your story, what are their roles, how could you improve your writing by bringing out their roles. So we just talked about that anchor chart. We're going to set some goals on wherever you are in the writing process. When you have your goals in mind, you may begin. I cannot wait to see how you write your story today or how you change your story and revise it and make it even better.